In year 2, they learn to add a 1-digit number to a 2-digit number using a blank number line. And they do this when they have to bridge through the 10. So in order to support with adding a 1-digit number to a 2-digit number, we need to first add the ones in this way, where you make the nearest multiple of 10 first, and then you add the rest. So if I looked at 7 plus 5, I would partition, so that means make it into parts, 5. So I can see that I can make 5 into a 3 and into a 2. Now the 3 part is perfect for adding to our 7 to making the nearest multiple of 10. I'll show you what I mean on the number line. So we have 7, and then first of all we add the 3 to make the next multiple of 10, because this is something that's a mental strategy that we'll be able to eventually do in our heads, but first of all we use it on a blank number line. So we add the 3 to make the next multiple of 10, which is 10 after 7. And then we add the rest. To the rest, I can see I've added my 3, and the rest now is 2 that I need to add. So I'm adding 2 in a chunk, and I know that 10 and 2 makes 12. So 7 plus 5 equals 12. So this is why the steps before are really important, of knowing our number facts and learning how to count in chunks on a blank number line. Once they've mastered this step of adding a 1-digit number and a 1-digit number by making the next multiple of 10 and then adding the rest, they then can move on to doing a 2-digit number and a 1-digit number. So now I have 27 add 5. Just as before, I need to partition the number that I am adding to the first number. So I am going to partition 5 into 3, which I know I can add to my 7, because it's going to make the next multiple of 10. That's why it's so important to know our number facts to 10. And then the other part of 5 is going to be 2. So I'm going to use the same strategy as before, where I add to make the next multiple of 10 and then add on the rest. So I know that 27 needs 3 to make the next multiple of 10. So I'm going to add 3, and then the next multiple of 10 from 27 would be 30. This is why it's really important for the children to be able to count on from any number, as well recognise the multiples. Once I've added the 3, the other part of 5 is 2, so I'm adding on 2, because that's the rest of the rest of 5 that I need to add. I've added 3, and now I'm going to added 3, and now I'm going to add on the 2. So do another jump forward, I add on my 2, and that's easily done. This is why we make the next multiple of 10, because it's really easy to add 1s to a multiple of 10 because there's no 1s in there. So 30 and 2, or 30 add 2, would make 32. So I'm still using all my number facts knowledge. I need to know all the ways to make 5 in order to be able to do this. I need to know how to make a 10, a next multiple of 10. I needed to know I had to have a 3 to the 7 to make the next multiple of 10.